everybody, this is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. I have here the ThruNite T1S, and as you can see, it's magnetic. I already did an unboxing and first impressions video on this a while back, and so I'm going to skip that, but I want to show you the accessories and go over some of the features of this. Now, I've had this for a while. A lot of you know I was ill in the winter, and yeah, it took me some time to get back on my feet again, but here we are. So, the T1S is very convenient handheld, and it's got some unique features that I want to share with you that make this stand apart from the crowd, one of which I'm really excited about. Of course, it has a charging cable. A lot of products don't come with a charging cable anymore. It has a lanyard. It has extra gaskets and charging port cover, which is unique. It makes this thing last for a long time because you've got spare parts. And it's got a shirt or hat clip, which is nice. This tiny little light has a insane whopping 1,212 lumens on turbo mode. On high, it has 407 lumens. On medium, 94. On low, 7 lumens, which is great for camping. And Firefly, which is a half a lumen and will run 27 days. That's a month, guys. If you long press, there's your Firefly. It's great for, well, we'll get to that at nighttime outside. But I love their Firefly mode. I use these heavily, the ThruNite flashlights, on Firefly as night lights. If you have a child in the house, for example, or you're camping and tenting, you can leave this on, sitting in your tent, for a month. It's awesome. And of course, it's only nighttime half the time, so 2 months, essentially. That is really amazing. And of course, it has a strobe mode with 1,080 lumens. Now, if you were to turn this on and leave it on, just continuously, it'll run for 44 hours on low, 5.5 hours on medium, 80 minutes on high, and on turbo, it kicks down after about a little over 6 minutes down to a lower mode. Otherwise, it'll self-destruct and burn up. But actually, the ThruNite has thermal protection inside, which won't allow that in the first place. That's why it kicks itself on down. So, a good feature about the ThruNite is it does have thermal protection. Now, besides the fact this is magnetic, which you can stick it on the hood of your car and work on it in the middle of the night with no problems at all, stick it on your refrigerator, wherever. I like that it's magnetic. It makes it adds an extra feature to it for working around vehicles or in a garage or whatever. That's convenient. But one thing I love about this flashlight, and what drives me nuts about a lot of pocket flashlights, you put it in your pocket, you're kicking along, and the thing turns on because it presses against your key, right? Not this one. If you hold the side switch for 2 seconds, you enter Firefly mode, all right? But you hold it for 2 more seconds, your light is locked. I can press, your light is locked. I like it. That is an awesome feature of this light. Very rare. I love the fact because I can't tell you how many times, even in the side door panel of my truck, flashlight will be bouncing around and I'll come and I'll need it one day and it was on. Not this one. You cannot accidentally turn that on in your pocket. Now it's locked. You want to get it back, you hold it for 2 seconds and it'll kick into Firefly again. And now it's normal, on, off. Alright, I love that fact. Turn it on, hold it for 2 seconds, you're in Firefly, hold it for 2 seconds, it's locked. You want to get it back, hold it for 2 seconds, you got Firefly, now it's a normal flashlight again. I love that feature. That is unique, and I'm really excited about it. And this is going to replace my everyday carry because of that feature. Now we'll cover the modes outdoors in more detail, but I want to talk about how you cycle through since we're sitting here on the bench. Press the button once and you're in the last mode that it was in. I love that feature as well with ThruNite. It has a memory function because Well, we're in the woods and there's animals after our chickens sometimes, and you got to run around in the forest. You don't have time to fumble around trying to press the button, trying to find the function that you need while something's eating your chicken. I pressed the button once. It's in the last mode I had it in. I usually have it depending on the light and its purpose. I usually keep them on medium or high. Turn it off. It's always there when you need it. I like that. Single press on, and then hold it, long press, and you cycle through to high, low, medium, high. Alright? You can cycle all day long as you hold that button. Pick your favorite function. I like mine on medium. Longer life. Pretty good visibility. And press it again to turn it off. Now, from any setting, you double click, and you've got turbo, which is insanely bright, and then triple click for strobe. That is another difference in the ThruNite. It's double click to turbo, triple click to strobe. That's different. Now the T1S claims to be not water resistant, waterproof to IPX8 standard, which is 2 meters. So, let me reset my camera. So, let's check it out. That's my gold pan and kit. And as you can see, if it's underwater, I could leave it there all night. Eventually the battery will run down depending on what mode it's in, but it's going to be just fine. It'll sit there like that. Still wet, covered in water, doesn't affect the light. Not at all. Keep on going. Makes that dependable in a rainstorm, in emergency and survival mode. Or, even if you got to go through some rivers, or lakes or streams, or if you accidentally capsize your canoe in the water, which happens all the time. Won't hurt this. Now the power indicator here, if I can show you, I'll show you again at night, shows the status of charge, and it cycles through blue, which is full, red, which is down to 20% or lower, flashing red, which is below 1%, and it's time to charge it now. When it's flashing red, you don't have much time left. But I like the fact that it is 10% left when it's flashing red. When you're charging it, I'll show you that in a little bit. Well, let's go put it on the charge. When it's charging, it shows red on the power button. And when it's done, it'll show blue. So I'm going to leave that on there for a while to charge up before we take it out at night. This tiny little flashlight has an amazing range of 184 meters. That's like almost 200 yards. That is incredible for the size of this thing. And it's impact resistant. So, let's take this thing outside and see what it can do. Hey guys, I'm out here with the ThruNite T1S, and it's on high, which is 400 lumens, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's impressive. Look at that. Now, the camera doesn't do it justice. I can see the trees behind it, clearly. I can see, honestly, I can see a lot out here with this light. I'm very impressed. There's a very bright white center, but I don't know if it shows up. There is a radius almost to the side, which is seeing typical with a lot of ThruNite lights. It's got a spotlight in the middle and then a wide radius of light to your sides, which is really great because it helps you with target acquisition in the night, helps you find your way around. You can pinpoint things that you need to see with detail, but the wide range gives you a very nice view of the world around you. Can you see the, yeah, you can see the ground glittering. This light is really bright. You can see the ground glittering. It froze last night. Love the fact that this one is 3 clicks from any mode, and you've got your strobe. That can really save you in a tight situation. Now, if you long press, you go through low to medium to high. High is 407 lumens, and then double click to turbo, which is 1,212 lumens. And look at that.
for a tiny, tiny, tiny little light that fits in the palm of your hand. That is really impressive light on this spotlight. It'll only last for a few minutes and then it drops back down into high. But that's all you need to really get to see what you got to see. Let me go back into high. And even high, you can see the trees. Now I can see it better than the camera shows. It's showing, but to me, I can see that really, really well. Oh, there you go. That's better there. This is, but I can see farther away. I can see deep into the forest with this thing. Pretty well. The ThruNite lights seem brighter than most others, even at the same lumens ratings. Now, another thing that all the ThruNite lights have, if you shut it off and you slow click, you've got Firefly. Can you see that? There we go. For map reading, getting around in the night. Again, it's brighter than it looks, but the Firefly mode is great for getting around in the dark and map reading and emergency purposes and survival, because people can't see it that well in the dark. Another feature I love about ThruNite is the indicator. It tells you the status of charge of your battery at all times, right there, convenient in your hand. The power switch is also a battery status of charge indicator. So that'll cycle through blue to violet to red, and when you get red, then it's time to charge it up. But these things last quite a while before you need to charge.
So the ThruNite T1S is rugged, tiny, so convenient, but crazy powerful, and it has some really awesome features that I like a lot over a lot of other lights I've tried. And I've tried a lot of lights. Well guys, check out the links down below and get yourself one today. This is my new EDC light, everyday carry. It's that good. Please like this video, subscribe if you haven't. Stay tuned for awesome videos to come. You never know what's coming to the homestead tomorrow. Talk to you later.